day 4 of week 6. Now normally we would be doing Tabatas because it's Thursday, but because today is the day before our PT test or our diagnostic, it's a rest day and it feels a little weird. So I'm gonna try this rest day to the fullest that I can, because what I do today will greatly impact my performance for tomorrow. So how do I start out my day? Well, I got to hydrate. That is the most important thing physically, staying hydrated. And I need to start early and keep it consistent throughout the day. Then I need to sit and think and meditate over some of the way that I need to perform. So for instance, I need to make sure that when I'm running, I meditate and I think about all of the 5 forms of better running, what I usually hit, because I've been analyzing and watching how I run, right? And so I know that when I get tired, I need to focus on my cadence, because when I focus on my cadence, my posture starts to form up, and then everything else starts to fall in line, and I can keep going at a better pace, at a better performance. And then finally, I reached this spiritual point, because in all honesty, if I don't say a prayer and acknowledge that my entire service as a chaplain is dedicated to the calling that God has brought me here. And so I take this time and I pray and I say, Lord, I've been committed and been disciplined in this program and been faithful to it. But if it is your will that I don't get to receive the score that I want, the goals that I'm trying to reach, that I humbly can still praise you regardless of what my PT score is. And I think these 3 ways, physically making sure I'm drinking enough water, mentally rehearsing how I'm going to perform, and then spiritually tying it in and reflecting on the whole purpose of why I'm even in the Army in the first place. And then it brings me to the thought of the day. We're in integrity, and the theme of integrity. And so I had come across my verse for the day is in 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 15 and 16. And it says, "But in your hearts receive Christ as the Lord, always being prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give a reason for the hope that you have. But do this with gentleness and respect, keeping a clear conscience, so that those who speak maliciously against your good behavior in Christ may be ashamed of their slander." With integrity, you have to understand, and you have to, if you haven't gone through it already, there will be a day that people are just going to come against you and they're going to slander your name, because evil exists. But if I have pure integrity and I follow with my calling to the fullest, and I am faithful to the practice of that calling, and despite the attacks and despite those who want to bring me down for whatever reason, I know that in the end, God will represent me, because I have been faithful and have walked in integrity. And they will be brought to their own shame for their own deeds. Keep the faith, keep the practice, have good integrity. This is Chaplain Karen Moore. Have a blessed day.